Welcome back. It is day 47 of 50 days of trash, and today is a pretty big one, although I will keep it as short as I can. And sort of the general theme today is like electronics and appliances that either no longer work or I just don't use. And so we'll just go through them and see what we got. Number one, we got a space heater. And it turns on, but it doesn't really heat anymore. So I don't know if that can be repaired, but I've had it for a number of years and we're gonna get rid of it. Number two, this is a like a spot carpet cleaner, portable, as you can see. And I use this actually quite a bit when my dog was still alive. And it still works, although it started leaking, and I'm thinking either an O-ring or a gasket tore on it. So I think it's an easy repair. You just have to figure out where to do it, and so that is going to go. I have a mini speaker, which is actually kind of a cool little speaker. It's one that will plug into your computer, there's nothing wrong with it. Someone gave it to me as kind of a little gift a number of years ago. I just don't happen to ever use it. A flashlight, and actually I turned this on and it works. It's just that I don't really use flashlights like this much anymore. In fact, I have other flashlights that are smaller and brighter than this, and so I'm gonna put that in the Goodwill. Now this is, kind of cool. This is a TomTom. If you don't know what a TomTom is, it's what we had before Garmin's and what we had before cell phones. So this was before we could use our cell phones to tell us how to get places with maps. We had these devices, and I had this in my car. And it was actually pretty handy. It's kind of funny, you get reliant on them, and there were places that I would go and I would not be able to go there without, without a Garmin. And so, obviously technology has replaced that, so I don't need that anymore. And I have, this is another box that I, saved for some reason. And I got to figure out a little bit more before I just throw this in with the Goodwill. This is an old digital camera, and so I do need to look and see if there is a chip I need to get out of there. Also, I want to see if I can find the battery and the battery charger for that so that if someone gets it, they can use it. So here is another empty box for something someone gave me. Some headphones and a microphone headset to use with your computer. And again, there's nothing wrong with it. I got this thinking I would use it, and I just never really use it. And actually, if one wasn't enough, I guess I had to get two of those because I have another one. Again, I don't think there's anything wrong with it at all. I just don't happen to ever use them. So that's going in the trash. I have 3 old iPhones, and I'm not exactly sure what to do with those. One of them just will not recharge, even with, it has like a battery pack on it, and it just does not, it will, but it runs out no matter what. And then the other 2, and actually, I don't think that my daughter can use these, but I am going to check with her before I put them in the trash because my son is a diabetic, and sometimes they use old cell phones for his insulin pump. And I don't know if these can work for that, but I'm going to check with her, and if they won't, then I'm going to put them in the trash. Here is an old modem for my cable modem that was replaced somewhere along the lines, and for whatever reason, I you know, never got rid of the old one, and a cable that goes with it. Actually, that cable might be good for video. I don't know. I'm going to get rid of it. And so that's going over to Goodwill. This is a little kind of play cell phone I got for my granddaughter when she was little that never made it. It's been sitting on my, it's one of those things, oh, next time I see her, I'll get that for her. But now she's about to turn 7. And at one point I thought, I'll give it to her little brother, but he's about to turn 4. So I'm going to go ahead and donate that. And then, let's see, I went through that stuff. Went through the cell phones. We used to use these. These are like air things. All it is air. And you would use it to kind of clean out your, so like dust and stuff wouldn't gum up your computers and your printers and your things like that. But I don't know. I don't think that you need these anymore. And I actually, so this one you can see it has a little device in it. These, I got 2 more that haven't even been opened, and I don't know if there's any use for that. I'm going to see if Goodwill will take it. I don't know if they will or not, but they might, so we're going to see. And then I have another empty box. I have this thing about empty boxes for some reason. And so here, this is a Polaroid camera. Now, again, before cameras, we had film. and there were Polaroid cameras in particular that you would put the film in there, and when you took the picture would shoot out of the front. And so this is an older Polaroid camera. Actually, they briefly came back. Everybody had them back in like the 60s and maybe the 70s. And then they went out of style, and then they briefly came back kind of in the 90s. And so I don't even know if you can get film from it anymore, but we're going to see if we can donate it. Maybe somebody at Goodwill will think it's fun to own. Here's a little mini recorder, Memorex. I'm going to pull the tape out of there because there's no telling, that might be something that nobody else should hear. But but we don't really need these anymore because we do it with our cell phones if we need them at all. But oh wait, it looks like the batteries have so it looks like the batteries have corroded in there. So that probably just has to go right into the trash. And this is like a little recorder. It was a movie recorder and it was a portable at the time, and so you would put like little film cartridges in here, and it would record for you. And of course, those are, but you never can tell. Somebody might find that kind of cool. It had, oh look, I even have a thing of film like we used to use for them. So I'm going to put that in there. It has like a microphone that goes on there. You never know. Some of this old stuff, kind of retro stuff, some people like that kind of stuff. And let's see. I have down here, I've decided I need to check this a little bit more. You probably can't see it. It's a pretty big thing. It's a dehumidifier. And I got it and I used it for one season, and then the next year when I tried to turn it on, I couldn't get it to turn on. All right, this is an old movie projector, which I don't know. It's kind of a cool little thing, and I don't know. I think that maybe somebody might think that's kind of cool, so we will see about that. It still has the cords and everything for it, so I don't know, someone might want that. And so I still have a little bit on my to-do list. I have to check out the dehumidifier. If I can't get it to work, I'm going to get rid of that. I have to check out the phones. If my daughter can't use them, I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to try to find the charger for this camera. If I can't find it, I'll probably still put it in Goodwill, but I think it would be better for people if they had the charger with it. They could probably maybe find an old charger, but that way they have it with it. And that's it. So that's a pretty big chunk of stuff there. And I don't know, I thought that was a pretty big one. So let me know what you think. Do you have old stuff like this hanging around somewhere in your attic or your closets or something like that? And let me know what you think about it in the comments. So this was day 47. So we have 3 days left. This was probably the biggest day I have left. I have a few things in mind for the last 3 days, but most of them are probably going to be a little bit on the smaller side. And so that wraps up day 47 of 50 days of trash. If you all are having fun with these, maybe you can give me a like or share it with a friend, and maybe even subscribe. I lost a subscriber. I thought, oh my gosh, I hurt someone's feelings. I'm so sorry. I will tell you that I do have a couple of things for some things that I gave away. When I did the DVDs and I took them over to Goodwill, the guy looked at me and he's like, what are you doing, man? These are great movies. I'm like, I know. He's like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah, I need to get rid of them. He's like, all right. So I don't know, that guy may have taken them home. Who knows? So anyway, really appreciate it if you for watching. Thank you so much. We got 3 more days, and that wraps up today's day of trash. Thank you guys so much, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye.